So that was a great overview on our focus on customer centricity. Now let's talk about another key component of our offering to our customers, which is the completeness of suite. And to help us describe really the business value and benefits of having a complete suite, I'm joined now with the Executive Vice President of our Customer Experience and Data Cloud Development, Rob Tarkov. Welcome, Rob.
Thanks, Steve. Good to be here.
Great to have you.
So, Steve, you've talked a lot about Oracle as the most complete cloud application suite for our customers. Maybe you can describe to the audience a little bit about what that means and the benefits of this front to back office business process on one unified platform.
Sure. Well, first, what it means. So it means we have the most complete suite available in the cloud today. But what it really means in terms of business value is you have one representation, because these just aren't different products that we've built. They're products we've built together. One representation of the person, whether that's an employee also happens to be a manager, also happens to be a salesperson, whether that means a part, which you may use internally or sell. Employees have cost centers, parts have costs to them and financials. So it eliminates all integration and gives you one single source of truth to more efficiently, but more importantly, more accurately manage your business in a fast way. So when we talk about completeness of suite, that's really our business value. No integration necessary and the single source of truth to help you make better business decisions. Now, I know, Rob, you deal a lot with our front office customers especially, but they really connecting front to back office a ton. And can you give us some examples about what are the business processes when we talk about spanning end to end? What are common use cases that our customers see and use?
Sure. Well, one thing we're seeing all the time now is companies who want to change their financial model to a subscription or recurring revenue model. The idea of moving away from transactional to renting or subscription-based businesses is a common thing, and particularly in asset-intensive industries or capital-intensive industries where instead of selling an entire system, you just might want to rent the usage of that over a period of time. And as you know, with a subscription, there's the front-end process of actually configuring the subscription, tying it to a contract, figuring out exactly what the terms of that are. But you also have to link that to your back-end financial system, so revenue recognition, and those processes are done correctly. And a lot of vendors in the space, unfortunately, don't have that complete end-to-end front-to-back office flow to make subscriptions really be successful. The second area that we're seeing it a lot is in what we call service logistics. So the idea that technicians are oftentimes being sent out, particularly in COVID, to be very efficient in a touchless, contactless process. So they want to make sure that not only are the techs dispatched properly and routed to the right place, but is the part and inventory available? Do they actually have what they need to make the job successful and they have a higher level of customer experience? A third area that we're seeing a lot in asset-intensive industries is project-driven supply chain. So you're seeing a lot of projects where being able to link project management to the financial elements to the supply chain system is really important. You can think of 5G today when large telcos are doing new network upgrades, making sure that each of those projects are able to be linked to all the financial elements to make sure that the project is carried out successfully. And the last area we're seeing it a lot is companies are now moving away oftentimes from having only their own sales forces and distributing a lot more through two-tier partner networks and channel networks. And so in those cases, you need both a partner relationship management capability on the front end to do deal registration and making sure that you have the right views for all your partners in terms of what they can see in their forecast, to whatever back-end policies you need, credit, settlement, appropriate discount rates. So that's another example of something that seems like only a front-end process has to be deeply connected to the back-end in order to do it successfully.
Well, that's great. I think just basic business problems, which happen, you don't think of them as front office problems or back office problems, or business flows. And so you need that connective tissue of the complete suite. And those are some examples of the type of business solutions we bring to our customers with the only complete suite in the cloud today. Thanks a lot, Rob.
Great, thanks.